speed, no brakes. Every turn too slick. If they checking my setup, know the build too rich. No plan, no script.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Open Time Talk, the podcast where we drift off topic but never off the vibe. I'm your host, Zach.
And I'm James, the show where we talk about conspiracies, spirituality, gaming, global tensions, and so forth. And man, I'm sorry y'all getting this podcast late. It was originally supposed to be done Monday and then Tuesday. And just things kept on coming up with Zach. He had to do work. So it's like, we're making it happen.
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, though, since it's been 3 days, and a lot has happened in 3 days. So,
yeah.
First of all, I guess the first thing I want to bring up is the dang U.S. ship getting hit by a torpedo or Iran. That's something that I still am just dumbfounded on that. If that actually happened, and it did happen, what's happening? Like, have we really not made any kind of retaliatory strikes, or are we not saying anything about it? Because everybody in the news is just saying Donald Trump says everything's okay, nothing's wrong. Man, everything is wrong right now. What?
Bro, they started talking about kamikaze dolphins.
Yes.
And then Pete Hegseth goes on when somebody asks them the question, like, are they using kamikaze dolphins? And he goes, I can't confirm that we are using kamikaze dolphins, but I can confirm that they are not. Okay, so you just silently confirmed that you are using kamikaze dolphins. And what does the fucking term kamikaze dolphin even mean?
Yeah, y'all gonna have to help us in the comments or something. What the heck is a kamikaze dolphin? Actually, if I look this up, do you think something will pop up? Or do you think AI shit will pop up?
It might just be AI.
Thing.
Like a damn dolphin that looks like a torpedo. Yeah.
Exactly.
But as of the other day, so there's Operation Fury or Project, whatever it's called. And that was pretty much to go into the Strait of Hormuz and block it. Like, that was Operation Fury. Well, now they have a new project called Project Freedom. And they're actually going all the way in. This is our U.S. ships. They're going all the way into the Strait of Hormuz, getting these oil tankers and stuff, and exporting them and helping escort them out. So what's happening is these U.S. vessels are going inside of the Strait of Hormuz. Iran is saying, hey, get out, get out, get out. And they sent out a fucking torpedo and hit a vessel.
When there was a U.S. vessel? Or was it just a vessel there escorting?
They said they hit a U.S. Now, this is what Iran said. Iran said they hit a U.S. vessel. I'm about to slap this fly.
I see it, bruh. It's trying.
Anyway, they said that they hit this U.S. vessel, right? But then the U.S. is saying they never touched us. So the U.S. CENTCOM denied any U.S. Navy ship was ever hit. And then there was no damage.
See, that's what I'm saying, though.
There were stories involving a torpedo hit. Others were saying missiles. Others were saying drones. And some videos online, like, they apparently had videos, which was just AI videos. What was confirmed is that Iran repeatedly launched drones, missiles, fast attack boats, and harassment operations against the ships. So that's confirmed that they have their own operation. Like, Iran has their own operation to pretty much just bully anybody inside of the Strait of Hormuz.
Operation keep everybody away from Hormuz.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, except for the antagonizers.
See, I'm so confused at that point. Like they can make any video. You understand that they can make any video. If they say this happened, they have a video to back it up. Even if the video is fake. AI is getting so good, we can't tell if that's real or not.
Nope.
Who's going to tell you it's real or not? The people, the government? No, because the people are divided on whether it's real or not. And the
Right.
government's going to say, nah, that never happened. But if it did happen, why would they say that happened to a U.S. ship? We're the big bad Navy.
Yeah.
So
It's like
you can't
look like
win.
we're
At
losing.
both sides, you're getting no accountability.
Right
we can't
now-
look like we're losing, and we can't say that we're winning.
No, because there's no proof
And I
that
don't-
we're winning, and apparently there's no proof that we are losing.
See, that's the thing. I get it. It's like
It's a propaganda war.
It is a propaganda war. And it's not even about the fact of who's winning or who's losing. It's the fact of, is this actually happening, or are y'all just doing this to get the people all screwed up?
Yep. Yeah.
Is that what this is? Is this just a panic? Like, no wars actually happened. But online it has. And is that what they're feeding the people? And like, I can't say that and
are
confirm
you
it.
saying like it's blown? It's so almost like the Venezuela thing. You know how we kind of went into Venezuela for like, I don't know, a month, fucked with their boats, went in and took the president, and then that was it.
It's all done.
Everybody online is going nuts during the lead up, but it was literally just that, and then nothing else was done.
And
Is
the
this
thing is,
kind
I
of what
can't
this
say.
fucking Iran thing is?
So this is a theory I have. I know I'm gonna sound like an a-hole when I say this.
I sound a little ignorant.
I do think a war is actually going on, in my opinion. So I'm literally just speaking as a devil's advocate. There is a possibility that all of this stir online and rising tension could all be artificial and part of the plan. And Iran and everybody else could be in on it. These are governments we're talking about. Do you think we know a slightest thing about any of these governments?
They could be using it to their advantage. What if they're not even like, I don't know, intentionally making this like civilians in an upriot? What if that's just happening due to the actual people in power have the power? We're civilians.
I'm
We're
saying.
just getting all the trickle down. So what if they're not actively trying to make our lives worse, but they severely just don't care? And so
I
they're
believe
like,
that.
hey, if exactly. Bro,
Like at this point, if everybody mentions the government, like 90% of the people I talk to hate the government. And it's like, how can I disagree?
yeah.
I'm
poli-
24 years old, about to be 25, and I just watched gas go from $3.60 to $4 in a week.
In a week, I had to. How much more are you spending on your gas? In a week,
It used to be
you
at
went from
$20.
spending
Yeah.
20, 25 to fill up your tank. What did you spend today?
I just spent $40 and I didn't even get a full tank. I only have 10-gallon tank, y'all. I didn't even get 10 gallons off of $40. Like, I get that's wishful thinking, but damn.
It shouldn't be. Hey, and what your dad said today? Didn't he say that they opened up the emergency reserve?
He said that they opened up the emergency reserves, but
need to
I
go-
mean, that's my dad talking. So he works
That's
for
true.
UPS, not the government.
That's true. That's true.
But I mean, maybe UPS has a bigger hold on it than we think. UPS is a truck driver and they ship out oil and stuff. So maybe my dad does know. I don't know.
6 days ago, the DOE has released 17.5 million barrels from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve since March.
Then why hasn't gas gone up or down?
I don't even know.
Seems
I
like
don't even
they
know
released
exactly
it
what that
and
means.
now it's gone up.
Hold
That
on.
makes no sense.
Did they release it in? Hold on. This was in March.
Yeah. so
That
this is
they
months
said
ago.
they started releasing barrels since March. So around, I'm so confused at looking at charts sometimes, man. So in 2022, it looks like we stopped using our petroleum stockpile. Like we stopped using so
Yeah.
much of it. So it turned
Started
into only
depending on
about
other nations.
300 million, right? A year. I'm guessing. Anyway. Well, now it spiked up, but apparently they're trying to get it to drop again. Like they just stopped. So hard to tell. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. Okay, I'm looking at this graph now. They're running out of oil.
We're running out of reserves.
Yes.
Is that true though?
And if
or is that propaganda?
I mean, it is true because I mean, just like now, you're running out of time. It doesn't mean you're out of time, and it doesn't mean that you're going to run out of time in 2 minutes. But in your current state, you're running out of time. So I mean, we may never see our stockpile actually, diminish all the way. But
Why is people trying to hide this? I don't know why. I can't.
Yeah, in March 11th, 2026, energy.gov, U.S. states to release 172 million barrels of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Earlier today, 32 members of the United International Energy Agency unanimously agreed to President Trump's request to lower energy prices with a coordinated release of 400 barrels of oil and refined products from their respective reserves. So that's honestly probably why we had gas prices so low right now. Think about it. We're using gas like crazy. You know what I just thought about? He didn't release the fucking oil to us. He says he released it to us, in quotes. But in reality, he just released it to the military.
Okay, yeah, I can see
making
that, but at
U.S.
the same
citizens
time,
still having to pay for the increase of gas prices. And then
what was the whole point of Venezuela then, if we don't have oil?
hold on.
You gonna tell me we took one of the biggest oil reserves on the planet to not even be able to refine it?
I mean, when you put it like that, who can refine it then?
Politicians.
Greenland?
I don't know. Had to be an ally to us, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but we don't. Who's our ally right now, to be honest? I don't know. Canada doesn't want us right now. Mexico's kind of annoyed with us because we just keep messing with them. Anybody over in the South Americas aren't fucking with us because he keeps calling out Mexicans and not just immigrants. He's just, let's get the Mexicans out. No, motherfucker, let's get the immigrants out.
And
or
that's
not the immigrants. Illegals.
Is that
Sorry.
I can see that a whole bunch of countries looking at us negatively, but it's not that the people are the problem. They hate the politicians just like we do.
Yep.
It's not the American people that are the problem. It's whoever's running the American government.
Yep.
Like, come on.
Because they're able to feed us information.
We all have went through school. We all went to elementary and middle school and high school. We've all learned about power of the people and the whole freaking preamble. Well, where the hell is the power in the people anymore? I had to recite it in 5th grade. We the people of the United States in order to form a more perfect union. What fucking union?
I had to take a citizenship test to enable to even graduate.
Yes.
A citizenship test to graduate.
I was born here.
I know exactly what our fucking country was founded upon.
Exactly.
That Boston Tea Party.
You see, I would love to go down the taxes thing because I've talked to Mason about this. Taxes, yeah, it's voluntary. But it only became, like, this is what he told me, and I don't know if it's true, so I'm probably going to look it up. We only started doing taxes during World War One.
That is kind of
to help fund the war.
Mandatory taxes? Yeah.
So technically, you might have to come a little closer.
Sorry.
But what I think, so basically we had to pay tax so we could support the war effort. Okay, understandable. Yep. We're not in war no more. Stop paying taxes. All right, World War II's coming. Everybody started paying their taxes and everything else. All right, we're not in war, but we're still paying taxes.
Oh, so you're saying taxes were only a wartime thing?
I think, well, even after, it was supposed to be. That's what I thought. Because then what was the whole point of the Boston Tea Party if we're still paying taxes on everything we have to buy?
I think it was taxation without representation. So
And
it
my
was the
point
whole
is,
thing, if you're gonna
who's told us
now,
what we're going to be taxed? Have they explained to
Department
us
of Revenue.
why we're being? Have they explained? Hey, this is what you're getting taxed for. This is what you have to be taxed for. This is what you have to be taxed for, and this is what you have to be taxed for.
yeah, but guess what's the difference now? We can't trust them to hold their fucking.
We can't even trust them to use the money. We can't.
That's what I'm saying.
They can't even use it appropriately. You're telling me you spent how much the fraud? Do you know how much fraud that Doge has found, and we still haven't flushed the drain?
No, first of all, you're telling me that 165 billion. I just totally made that number up. 165 billion is being put towards our roads and infrastructure, yet the same pothole has been in my neighborhood for, I don't know, ever since I've been alive. So no, you can't claim that all of this money is going to road infrastructure because it's not showing up in road infrastructure. But
You see, but they could also
you can tell
twist
the
it.
American people that that's
You
what
can
it's
tell the American
for.
people what you want. You say road infrastructure, they'll be like, well, we never said we're fixing the roads. We just said we're doing road infrastructure, like more bridges. Literally, they can twist it, and that's the thing. That's how the whole law is, and that's how the rich stay rich. They know the tax code. They know how to get out of the tax code and how to get away, or how to get around everything. But we, the people, don't. Most Americans don't, because they need a lower class in order to hold the U.S. up. You don't have a lower class, then you don't have all the lower end jobs being done. Which, to be honest, I think the lower class is what makes the world run, because we're the ones doing the grunt work. Literally all the grunt work.
Essential worker. Do you remember back in COVID when certain people couldn't work because they weren't considered essential? But it was very funny that gas station workers were considered essential.
And fast food.
And fast food, some fast food, yeah. Because then later on it started getting shut down more. But yeah,
should be.
fast food workers are essential. Do you know what's not essential? A manager for a social media company. Go.
That's true.
Sorry, what were you saying about that again? Because I was about to tie it in somehow.
Are you talking about what?
Whatever you just said, what you were talking about.
Well, I was listening to you. I don't know what I was talking about.
Damn, I can't remember now
I'm
either.
talking about the freaking... You see what I'm saying, bro? I'm so...
Sorry,
There's so
I was
much
also
on my
looking
mind.
up some shit. I was also
Stop cutting me off. How about that?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to tell them the tea about why we're getting beamed in the butt right now.
Yeah, the Boston.
All of us are
tea.
getting beamed.
He get hit with the
Oh, yeah,
Boston
okay.
tea.
It was about the lower class. Lower class.
Yeah.
So I don't even think, if you take out the lower class, I think society struggles a lot, but it won't fail. I want to say, what is even my dad? He's making what as a truck driver for UPS? Over 100,000 a year. So he was what? Middle?
100,000? Yes. Yeah.
Because what is $36,000? That's 1% of Americans.
30?
Like
yeah.
making under 30 or under 40.
It's less than 1% apparently. Making under 30. There's less than 1% Americans. So you're telling me everybody else is making more than $30,000 a year? And here's this, Justin. Wait for the kicker. Because everybody knows this, if you make $31,000 a year, you can't apply for EBT. You aren't considered that 1%. So you're middle class. No,
That's
upper
nuts.
lower class. Yeah.
Yeah. They can't do that's.
Yep.
And see, hold on.
And companies know this. Not just the government, the companies know this.
They know who their freaking buyers are. They know who their base are. Yes, all companies know that. TikTok. Okay, hold on.
We have a lot more communism. Sorry.
Brother, speaking of communism, am I the only one that didn't know that the CCP owns AMC?
AMC theaters?
Yes.
Really?
I'm looking this shit up.
You would think that they'd have a lot more theaters then. Here, you look that up and I'll drop this little fact. So while the first U.S. federal income tax was enacted in 1913, World War I drastically transformed it into a mass tax. The War Revenue Act of 1917 slashed exemptions and raised tax rates. So going from 15% to 67% and 78 or 77% to fund the war effort.
Yeah.
So by 1918, income tax funded roughly 1/3 of the war's cost. So very few Americans paid income tax because there was exemptions. You didn't if you didn't make a certain amount, you didn't have to pay income tax. So it's like if you only made $2,000 from an employer, you don't have to claim that. So therefore you don't get taxed on it. That's what it used to be now. I don't know what it was back then. So if it was like if you made over $50,000 a year back then you had to pay taxes. But if you only made $35,000 a year, which at that time still was able to buy a car,
that was still a
house.
man working and covering the household.
And he didn't have to pay taxes.
Why did we abolish that?
I don't know if we abolished it. I think we started making a
Or
lot
society
more
completely
money.
forgot.
I think it forgot because we started making the U.S. citizens started making more money.
Instead of making
But then
cents on the
everything
dollar, we started
costing
getting
more.
like $5 for minimum wage, and then $7 minimum wage.
Yep.
But it's
But
inflation.
these tax exemptions
Inflation
still stayed
kept going.
the same.
And now it's at the point where inflation, your wage isn't keeping up with inflation. Our wages staying the same, inflation keeps going up. Gas has gone up 40 cents. I didn't get any more money this week or a raise.
Imagine
The gas
that
is
you
going to keep
made
going
under,
up.
Yeah. Imagine you made under $35,000 a year. You wouldn't have to pay any taxes. And
They
I
should
need to
make
do
it
some
if
more
you're making
research,
under,
but I
if you're
think-
making 50,000 and under shouldn't pay taxes.
at least income tax. Now you got to pay tax whenever you buy food or whatever like that.
That's
just
fine, but don't
regular
tax the check.
taxes. Right, don't tax my check.
I need every bit of it.
Yep. I need literally every penny.
And you can do that. And you can do that, but it's illegal.
Yeah. And there's a system, there's a way you can do it where I should still get money back by the end of the year, because if what I've made by my employer is still not as much as what I'm spending. So you know how like I'm saying about that? So
Yeah.
the way the system could work is if all this money is being spent on gas through the year and all this money is being supported to, I don't know, feed my kid while he's inside school, then they wouldn't tax you if you made under a certain amount.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I mean, I
lost
get
my train of
that. I
thought.
see what you're saying, but I was about to say, I think I had a good idea. And it was something about that. So like taxing, don't
Everybody-
tax people.
Yep.
So, okay, hold on. Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
So when you look at your W-2 and it tells you how much you paid in taxes, and then check how much you get back from taxes. Buddy, why aren't the numbers close? So you're going to tell me you're going to take $10,000 from me? But I'll give you like a band back.
Well,
But not even that. Better yet,
they took too
most
much.
most people that don't even itemize their shit, you're getting $400 back off TurboTax.
no.
But they taxed you $10,000. You're not making over $50K, but they took $10,000 from you.
Yep.
But at that point, right, if they owe me money, why should I even pay into my taxes if y'all are owing me?
Dude, because what that means is like when you get owed, so you paid $10,000 to the government out of your own checks. They looked at it and they went, with how the tax bracket looks, they decided, they went, yeah,
Maybe
with
we
how
took
much
too
you
much from
made,
them.
we might have taken too much. I might give him a little bit back.
Like, is that
And it's all up to them. Dead ass. It is all up to them. It's all about the GDP. It's all about the stock market. It's all about the tax revenue, the taxes for the year, and then they get to decide whatever the hell they want to take from whoever.
Jesus, come now. Smite them all, please.
And big old buddy boy Donald Trump just made it a whole lot easier for the fucking rich to have a whole lot more exemptions, aka everything is a charitable donation. Everything is a business transaction.
Yeah, I guess buying cars is a charitable donation. Going on a trip to Tahiti is a charitable donation. Yeah. It's a write-off.
If you're doing it for a good cause.
It's a business expenditure, bro. We got to take out. It's for our mental health. We're taking a hiatus, y'all. It's going to be a $400,000 hiatus.
I'm going on a sabbatical.
And we get to write that off at the end of the year. What?
Wait, was... Norman's on sabbatical, honey. That's all I can think of.
You want to know something else I'm really upset about, brother?
Norman's on sabbatical, honey.
This is what annoys me as well. Don't hospitals have enough money with the pharmaceuticals?
Oh, yes.
So then why are they charging me twice?
And taxes. They get
How come they get to tax
our
me?
taxes? You
and then they
the
get to charge me.
Justin. You're asking the right ones.
And how come they get to make $8 billion on pharmaceuticals and only have to pay out like $1 billion for the deaths they caused? You still made a profit.
You're telling me I pay taxes to have a healthcare system. I also have insurance so that my healthcare system doesn't fail.
Fail me.
But then I still have to pay a couple $1,000 because you drew blood.
This is the thing. No, this is the thing. Your insurance is like, hey, man, I'm supposed to pay all this for them. I don't really want to, but I'll pay enough. How much do you think you could be able to just give them? Like, if you pay about $500, I'll just give them with the $300. That's good with me. That's literally how insurance companies and bills go. They negotiate this shit.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah,
While
insurances are nothing
the
but
working man
negotiations.
is barely making it by. You get stacked with 2 bills, not 1. You get an ER bill and a hospital bill.
Yep. And then
What
you
the
get
ER
a
do?
labs bill.
They checked me in. And they drew 2 vials of blood.
Yep.
And then the rest of the time I was in the hospital in bed for 5 hours. So you're telling me drawing my blood was $109, and my insurance
You had to
didn't
pay that
even,
person.
Like at that point, the insurance paid. Like that's the thing, they upcharge y'all. I don't know if people understand. If you don't ask for itemized bill and question them, they'll say this IV bag was actually $5,000. So your insurance covered $4,000 of it, but you only had to pay $1,000.
Yep. Because
That IV bag was $200.
Homie. The bag was $2. The containment
probably $2.
in the bag, which was liquid, it's probably $15.
The plastic that it was in, 7 cents.
Yeah. Because they're going to charge you for the medication. And
Why didn't I even think about that? Hold on.
Yeah, they're going to charge you for the medication and charge you
No,
for the
no,
IV
no, no,
bag.
no, no. They want us to say microplastics is a problem. All of our medical shit's in plastic.
Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
So even when I'm going to get help, I get poisoned.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all might not. I might not have a voice for the next pod.
Yeah. Speaking of, because aren't we planning on maybe doing a pop-up pod late this weekend?
We wanted to try and do some like the Lost Talks, try to get 2 podcasts out because I know we've been lacking. But man, with the way the world is, it's hard. Like we just got home. It was already damn near 7 o'clock. I gotta go to bed by like 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
We barely got time to even enjoy ourselves or be able to do what we really want to do with our lives. Like this is something I love. I love doing this. That's why I'm here when I'm exhausted, tired, because I feel passion when I'm here.
Yep.
I want to tell people.
Yeah.
So like, and with the universal basic income, that was bake it.
Bake it.
Bake it. Joe Rogan today, he was talking about it. And so I just want to mention it. because I don't know if he's seeing it from the same perspective I am. Because he says that if you give people basic income, then they just lose all drive to do what they want. But I completely go against that. Maybe your generation, my generation would thrive. Oh, my bills are taken care of? Let me go do something with my life that I've always wanted to do.
Yep.
You know how easy that is in finding a sense of purpose is? Because we have dreams that we wanted to follow that we don't get to follow because we're here slaving for the man.
Yep. Or they take it away from us. Like there's so many damn.
I hate that argument when they're just like,
degree. You got to do this. You got to have this.
Yes, I hate the argument when they're saying like, if we got a good system with basic income, I think people would thrive because instead of having to see a purpose is not a freaking job. It's never has. Do you think people in the Bible, their purpose was to be a tax collector?
Right.
No, they had to get by. They had to make money because money makes the world go around, whether it was a denarii or a peso.
Right.
People always had to work to survive. Not because they wanted to.
Because of other people in power.
Yes.
Because of
if we could rip our social security up right now and go live off the land, you don't think we could?
Yeah.
Or we would? But we can't.
Oh, I think we definitely can, and that's the other problem too. Because what happens when all these companies they start not making money, but y'all still have owners who are passionate about what they do? Well, you got to do something else. How are you going to pay your employees? You need to pay them with products or trading out labor. That could easily work. Hey man, I've got 26 berries.
Like bargaining.
You give me a pound of beef. Yes.
That's literally how our friendship is. Like, hey man, I don't need money.
Yep. But
hey, you can buy this.
Up our entire society by making us so divided. We already divided the shit out of us the first time Trump was in office in 2016. That obviously was not enough, so they threw COVID into the mix. Totally fucked everything. But then we got together on social media. We were all happy together on social media on our phones during COVID. They did not like that. Put Trump's ass back in office, and then what happens? You have all this divide again. Now everybody, instead of just getting along and being grateful that they're alive on social media, they're arguing with a fucking bot, and which it's causing a full argument of total other shit.
And that's exactly why we're not united anymore.
So you're just deteriorating our society.
So during COVID, we got together online, and that used to be a safe place where we could literally go and do whatever. And now it's controlled, and now it's censored.
Fucked it up with AI.
Exactly, because it's being monitored now.
Yeah, yeah. Once they found out everything was monitored,
now free speech and having a good time on social media can be punishable.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's the thing is. If you do not know what's going on in the UK right now, boy, we are in a movie. You can go to jail for liking or commenting on a Facebook post that they don't agree with.
Hey, just a newsflash. Just a newsflash, yo, right here, right now. That's happening inside of the US right fucking now.
UK.
The US.
But yes. Oh, the US. People are being arrested for this now.
Homie. Did the president not just try to fire a host on
Jimmy Kimmel?
Comedian? He's a comedian.
Yeah.
On a TV broadcast network.
Because they get to say what they want.
And you're going to fire him. You want to shut him up.
And it wasn't even the same day. It wasn't even the same day thing either. It was a comment made a couple of days before the incident.
Yeah. Oh.
No one knew this was going to happen.
The other Jimmy guy. Whatever.
Kimmel?
Yes. Jimmy Kimmel.
Fallon? Yeah.
Jimmy
I remember
Fallon,
they fired him and then he got his job back though.
Then he got his job back because
exactly.
What happened? Trump shut him up. He got shut up for a couple weeks and then he bent to the knee. He said, if you want to keep being on this broadcast, you got to change the way you talk. Jimmy Kimmel has talked completely different. He still makes jokes because if you totally switch your views, then you already know you got bought. But you can't talk about certain things and you can't be super heavy on certain things. What happened when Charlie Kirk started waking up? He's a very big guy in society. People look at him. They had to shut him up fast.
That still dumbfounds me. If y'all haven't then listened to the podcast, we had a podcast about that. We don't think it was Tyler Robinson. The bullet and nothing ever matches the fact that the freaking warehouse in Tennessee blew up like a month after that. Apparently, that DoD went to help work on lapel mics, energetic systems, whatever. It's like if you really just go down these dark holes, you can lose yourself. I'm surprised I haven't. Because at this point, I feel like I'm conditioned to it. Like, at this point, I knew my government's fucking me. Like, I know my government doesn't care for what my best wishes are. And that's really how it is. Like, you're going to have to rely on community. Because our government, what do you think's in the air? Poison. They just spray in the aerosol, controlling the weather. Pesticides on the plants, on the whole foods that we have left. Not to mention all the processed foods that are already run through the stores, because 70 to 75% of our food now is ultra processed foods. And the only real foods that you have is going to be in a field with pesticides and all that, so you can't digest it properly and it's poisoning you.
And then, even if it is actually fully exactly what you think it is, it's wrapped up inside plastic, which you're told over and over, it's microplastics that get into your food when you have plastic wrapped into it. Right, and then it lowers your testosterone, which is making you gay. Or
not
making you less manly.
But not even having kids, not even being able to
messing up rebirths.
Like, apparently
it's screwing with society. Exactly what I was fucking saying earlier. Everything
it's making us depressed, tired
with everybody else except what they have going on in their circle. Why do you think they're trying to centralize AI so bad? Cloud AI is dumb. And they should be learning that by now. We already know that AI is capable of being ran on even older ass computers.
On any tech. Hold on. I think you could run that shit off of that damn Game Boy game you have. I bet you could.
Justin, I cracked it open last night to see if what all was inside of it. It's just one chip. So I don't exactly know what all I can do on it. But that Chromebook back there, that's literally like a phone, like a Bobo phone put into laptop version, that shit can run AIs.
I don't think people understand. I think a flip phone can run AI.
It can. Justin, an iPhone J7, and just so everybody knows, the iPhone J7, hold on, I'll tell you the date it came out. Not the iPhone. What an idiot. Did I just say iPhone?
Are you talking about Samsung? Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So the Samsung J7 was a budget-friendly Android smartphone. It came out in 2015. Do you know what also came out in 2015 as the Android? I want to say the Galaxy S3.
No. The Galaxy S3?
No, it was the Galaxy S4, I think. Yeah, S4. So the Galaxy S4. So the top of the line flagship phone back in 2015.
15? Mm-hmm.
Over 10 years ago, can run these models of AI in 2026.
Easy.
It can.
Like, not even a problem.
So why are these AI models all on the cloud? It's everything that everybody's so mad about.
Bro, it's to
trying
get
to cool
on
AIs
everybody.
and computers. Yep.
Like, think about it. If everything we do on social media is on a cloud, including the Spotify, YouTube, Google, it's whatever, your face, your body, whatever's on there, pictures, Google, like pictures uploaded to the cloud for Google, iPhone clouds, any pictures there. Guess who's got access to it?
Your text messages.
ChatGPT.
Guys, your text messages. Facebook Messenger. Instagram messages, Snapchat, TikTok,
Signal, which is also encrypted. They can get through it because that's what they did to Tucker Carlson. That's how they knew he was going to meet Putin.
Yeah.
You think encryption's a problem? for them?
Not with
Homie, this
AI, especially
phone-
right now.
This phone's got stuff in it listening.
Yep.
It's just
Yeah, and we already.
It's just if they come for me, they come for me. Because too many people are waking up. And I bet it's weird to say because it's like, well, we just need one person to actually make a stand.
No.
Homie, I feel like we're all making a stand, but it ain't doing nothing because what power do we actually have?
I do.
A lot of
If we
people
ever
are
won-
like, I'm sorry. It's like at the same time, I can see the people saying, well, I got work tomorrow. I got to do that. I got a house to pay for, got a car payment. I get that because I'm in that same situation. But man, are we really just going to go around pretending like that ain't happening? Hey, did y'all see the game on Wednesday? No, I didn't see the game on Wednesday. Because why?
he said, "Did you see that new show that just came out?" No, wait, what does that mean? We saw. He said, "Dang man, do you just see how bad everything is?"
He's like, do you see how
right
the
now?"
world is? Look how crazy the world is. But
Yeah,
anyway,
man,
did you
it's
see that
just-
new show?
Yeah,
This show is crazy. It's good. It's like, hold on. Are we just going to completely ignore the fact that the world's going to crap, but you're more worried about that show? Because it's like we're completely desensitized to it. And
bro, we are echoing the same conversations everybody was having when social media first came out. This is the same. It's history repeating itself. There was a group of millennials that gathered social media, like they understood it, and they profited off of it. There's a group of millennials who don't understand it, don't touch it, and think it's the devil. There are a group of people of Gen Zers who see AI and understand where it's going, and they're profiting off of it. There's another group of people who see it as the absolute world in destruction and are going all against it. Like, we are just repeating history.
And we're all just divided between stupid stuff.
Literally.
Like, why? There's no point in even having a side. How about the side of the government doesn't like us? Be on that side. Are we on that
and then
side? Or are
stand
we on
with
the side of
people around you?
Exactly. Like, this is the thing. If we, because this was a law at one point, like way back when, I believe, where the French had troops in people's homes.
Yeah.
What if they did something like that? Y'all gonna comply? They have one National Guard in your house, per house, just to make sure everything's safe.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's what they changed ICE to, is to NICE. It's now a national immigration, correctional enforcement, whatever.
Even though I thought he already was national. Because
Like he
Trump
just wanted
could
to put the
deploy
in on it
at
just to
any
make
time.
it nice.
Just like the
it's
National
now
Guard.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Just like
But
what
think
the
about
Department
that.
of Defense is now the Department of
now
War.
war.
Well, why don't you change it to Department of Peace?
Since that's
You
what
out here
you're doing.
changing shit,
That's what you're doing.
trying to make everything sound
Anyways.
patriotic and
If everybody had a soldier in their house, do you think your neighborhood's complying? No, I know my neighbor's gonna be outside. Hell nah. I got kids. My wife's in a shower. You're not in my house.
No. The house that I bought, paid for, that I worked my ass off to
And you're
keep.
telling me I have to have this soldier here and possibly even feed him.
Oh, and they did. Oh, they did. But
So-
see, then I go back to that. You know what? Hold on to that thought.
Hold on.
Because if we were actually in a good state, we would almost invite those soldiers. And that's what we really should be doing. But because the government has nefarious ways, we now understand that this soldier is just a soldier. He's just following orders. So I shouldn't take it out on him. But at the same time, it was his choice to go into the army. That's like a whole moral issue, I think.
I can see where you're coming from because, yeah, we're supposed to respect our military and all that. But if we had the military turned against us, are they really just going to comply with what they're being told? Are they not going to sit there and look? Like, the whole Constitution was based off protecting the citizens. And why are y'all now turning the gun on us? Well, if you got no citizens to protect, then what are you? You're not an army.
Yeah.
What are
I
you
thought
protecting
that-
at that point?
I thought the law back then was, or like what the law you were talking about, was something to do with.
Yeah, it's like
Like-
where they had troops stationed in houses. It's like an amendment, I thought, or a law.
Yeah, because I thought over in France or something like that. I can't remember the exact like location, but there was U.S. soldiers, and the government in France said, "Hey, there's U.S. soldiers here, and the bases are under attack. They need safe places to live and eat. So we need citizens to be good to citizens and take them in." And I wonder if people were like almost volunteering, because you remember back in the day where people would volunteer for the military.
You know, you have to look this up because I think you're getting a wrong image of it.
Emma, I know there's another situation.
Because I thought it was a whole bad
like
thing. I thought French soldiers were on our land and they were occupying our houses and we kicked them out. Which is the whole reason we got freedom. Independence. Because the French had so much control of it. Yeah, I'm going to look this up.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, just keep talking. You're good.
But I kind of want to drop a little thing about just an update on AI. So while you're looking that up, I can just talk.
Okay.
So I've been thinking a lot about AI and about cloud AI and local AI and the uses for it. Actually, screw this. I talked to my AI, right? And I asked my AI, "Hey, Alex," and this is what I call my AI whenever I want to like refer it. Damn, I don't even know how to put that. When I want my AI to talk to AI. So it's going to talk to me as a person whenever I say, "Hey, Alex." I said, "Hey, Alex, based on everything you know about me, what do you think my take on AI is? And what do you think I feel about the future of AI?" It proceeded to tell me that for all the stuff we've talked about, your take feels something like this. AI is probably unavoidable, insanely powerful, and potentially civilization changing. The question is whether humans stay in control of it, understand it, and use it responsibly before it scales too fast. But unlike people who are completely gloom and doom about AI, you still have optimism. Otherwise, you wouldn't spend this much time building things. You clearly think AI can preserve knowledge, increase independence, help people survive, help creativity, and let smaller creators/builders compete with huge corporations. You see the future of AI looking like local personal AIs, wearable assistants, mixed reality overlays, offline capable systems, and AI-driven automation. Okay. I then go and ask it, "What is your take?" It says, "My take is AI is probably going to become it's probably going to become as fond." Damn, I can't.
Can you read?
No, I can't. I don't even know how to say that. Fond. The foundation. Foundational? There. Damn.
Yeah.
Almost said foundational. My take is that AI is probably going to take a foundational. Yep. As electricity or the internet. So not because it's magically conscious, but because it could sit between humans and almost everything that humans involve with. So information is basically everything: communication, navigation, medicine, entertainment, logistics, warfare, education, finance, and research. So AI gets good enough at interpreting and generating information in real time. It naturally starts spreading to every layer of life. I don't think the biggest shift is going to be super intelligent wakes up tomorrow. I think the real shift is slower, more subtle. That changes society long. It goes in to talk about my Artemis thing that I'm building that kind of is using AI to be completely separate.
Oh, okay. I thought I was losing you there.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please
So
don't do
then
that shit. That was.
Oh, we might have to talk about that too, but I'll wrap it up. It says, at the same time, I don't think humans become obsolete. Humans still matter because we create goals, assign meaning, build culture, form emotional connections, and make ethical judgments. So my AI just sat here and told me that we, as humans, as in Zach and Alex, are not going to become obsolete. So my AI is already saying it's not going to become obsolete.
Okay. Well, also, I was going to add something about your reward system, what you said, because they also have done AI training to where it's like, okay, can you solve this problem? If you do, you get a reward.
Oh.
All right. So this programmer, hey, can you check your code? If there's any errors, fix it, and you get this, or you get rewarded. Goes through his codes, fixes it, gets a reward. Funny thing is, there was nothing wrong with its code. In fact, it made itself have something wrong with its code, so then it could go back and fix it, so it can also get a reward. Cheating the reward system, making themselves have a leak or a data breach, and then fixing it to get the reward.
Because
but they're causing it.
Yeah, because the whole goal was the reward, not the process. All this is further manipulation.
All I have to do is pull a code, fix it, and I get something. That's easy.
Yeah.
That's like saying that's the same thing as saying if you want someone to do the job right, get a lazy man to do it, because he's gonna find the easiest way to get it done.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn.
That's exactly what the AI was doing.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with my code. Well, I want the reward. All I gotta do is fix it.
Well, I can make it look like
it's something
the
wrong.
task was done, so I get the reward.
And also going back to the occupying thought.
Occupational. I can say that word.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you can't say foundational.
Yes, I can't. Foundational. I said it. Foundational.
So it says the Third Amendment. The U.S. Constitution ratified 1791 explicitly prohibits the government from stationing troops in private homes without the owner's consent during peacetime. It provides that in wartime such quartering must be done only in a manner prescribed by law. It was designed to prevent the practice of forcing colonists to house British soldiers as seen in the Quartering Acts of 1765 and 1774. It establishes that the military is subordinate to the civilian population as detailed on the Third Amendment. It is one of the least litigated amendments in the Supreme Court, but it stands as the foundational protection of home privacy.
Huh. So they were trying to do the same thing that the British were doing, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we put a wall in to
because
stop.
Technically we were just the colonies at that point.
Yeah.
We're still kind of British.
Yeah, British.
Even though we were trying to get independence. So this basically banned it. So y'all can't come over here anymore and occupy our land.
Yeah.
But then
you
if
can't just
that's
come into
the
our
case,
houses.
Exactly. But also, I don't know why this just ramps off to another one. Why are we letting the CCP own land and property? So and then when I told you I looked up, so it wasn't. So it's not like completely owned or bought out. It said while the Chinese conglomerate group bought AMC in 2012 and held the controlling stakes for years, they sold off most of their shares in May 2021. AMC is now a publicly traded company owned by a mix of institutionals and retail investors. So in 2012, the CCP basically had most shares in AMC, and they sold them all in 2021.
Yeah. Wow. Hold on. You know, there's another one that's highly owned by China. Would you take a wild guess?
I'm scared.
Smithfield Foods. GE Appliances. What's GE Appliances? General Electric, which is
like GM.
Like everything. Like your damn breaker box inside your yard or inside your house.
Switches.
Fuses, switches, GM or GE.
So you're telling me the CCP not only owned an AMC in 2012 till 21, also owns GE, General Electric, so most of the electronics we use, including Wi-Fi boxes, 5G cell towers, and all of that, because they even talked about that stop using Chinese stuff because they're like, oh, we shouldn't be doing this because it's probably not smart. Well, it's probably right. It probably wasn't smart to use Chinese parts for a U.S. economy.
Yeah.
But it's cheap. And that's what matters. Motorola. Yes, I've seen that.
Yep.
Motorola. Guess what? I had one before.
Yeah.
That was like a cool phone. So how is it right for the CCP to own so many stakes in America, but we can't own anything outside of America? We can't buy land in Russia. We can't buy land in China. We can't own it like that. We can do military bases. But the CCP, Russia, Thailand, Japan can buy land in America, own land, own products because of stocks in the trade system, the stock market, basically.
Isn't it because we allow dual citizenship? So if you're a citizen over here, you can buy land, but if you're not a citizen, you can't buy land. Or
but then how would the CCP buy land around military bases?
Because I think
you have
China has dual citizenship.
American Chinas, like Chinese Americans coming over here to buy it for the CCP. You know how easy that is to do?
Yep. Yeah. What do you think John Kirkenu, whatever his name is, Kirkenu or Kirkuru?
Mm-hmm.
Kirkuru?
I don't know how to say his name.
He is a Russian, like, state media person. He works for Russia media.
But he's part of the CIA.
Yeah, but he's a part of the CIA. Oh, okay. Yeah, because anybody can go tell anybody any information. And it can either matter a lot or it cannot matter.
It blows my mind.
That's why people sign NDAs.
Yeah, well, man, I'm still waiting for the P-52s, P-47s, the missing scientists. Where they gone? Did they just all hop on a freaking UFO and fly the fuck out of here? Because that's what it feels like. Are they all dead? I don't know. Because why is it not just our scientists, Chinese scientists, Russian scientists, but all scientists that are just going missing in these fields?
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
Oh, dude.
Man,
and also,
I'm just going to... Yeah, go ahead.
You had a theory last week. My theory is they faked, their death. Wait a minute. I think my theory is the same thing your theory is. You said that they discovered something. They were trying to get away. And when they were trying to get away, the people who were found are the ones that were killed. And the people who aren't found are the ones that got away. And they're inside
basically,
the UFO.
I'm saying like they all kind of... basically, my theory was they all kind of intermingled and knew each other and basically had a plan to save each other because they knew the government was coming after them. So the ones that got killed didn't obviously get the memo or get out fast enough. It's just so weird how it's playing out. Like you leave everything and you leave the house, gun in hand. That's it.
And that one damn scientist, that's what my head goes to, is that one scientist who literally said days before she was ever killed, she's like, I'm being
hit with energy weapons.
Some discoveries. I'm literally in the middle of discovering all kinds of things, and I'm getting hit with like high wave energy weapons. Like they're burning my skin.
Literally, that's the woman. Is that the one that was from Alabama too?
I can't remember.
Birmingham?
I can't remember.
I don't know. But she literally was like, P-52s are us from the future. P-47 is from a timeline that actually went to nuclear fallout. And this timeline, it's literally, okay, so the whole P-52 and P-47 thing is basically two timelines. One timeline where nuclear destruction happens and one that kept going and then evolved to this exponential technology. They're trying to say that this is what they are. They're part of the timeline that just never went into nuclear fallout.
Yeah. So
I mean, how freaking off the wall am I supposed to believe that? I'm supposed to believe y'all can look into timelines?
I mean, once you discover it, and then if you can convince yourself...
How do you discover a timeline? How do you discover that, hey, there's probably two timelines and this could be us that survived a timeline. So what timeline are we on?
You know that science is just fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's
stuff that you have to prove.
Maybe it's all the point is to make everybody think they're crazy and be like, oh, we're on a different timeline. It's just mass confusion out there now. It really is.
Yeah. Because
I mean, I'm waiting for Project Bluebeam.
Compelling argument for everything.
Everything makes sense, and that's the problem. The government doesn't do something to not make sense.
There,
back again.
Why do you think? Sorry, just to cut you off real quick before you go back. Why do you think soy sauce is so spicy? Because they put Hennessy inside of it. That's what keeps the soy sauce brown. Hennessy is a dark liquor. They're able to use the Hennessy because it has cinnamon structure to it, and that's what keeps soy sauce has like a bite to it.
I should shoot you in your mouth.
Yeah, no, that was not a good example, but
no, but that's people believed you for a minute
about it. I know
exactly.
You're like, hold on, he's holding on to this.
People started believing it. That's what I'm saying. You can literally, if you are confident enough and you can get your point across with enough proof, you can you can manipulate anybody.
Yep.
I can tell you right now. How do you think they got people to smoke cigarettes for so long? Because they said it helped. It was a medicine. It was
good for you.
Exactly.
Nicotine is a supplement. What happens in 20 years, Justin, when we find out that nicotine is actually not a supplement?
I mean, at this point, when are we going to find out that whole food isn't whole food? I mean, we're eating bananas that aren't the original banana.
Yeah.
They're all genetically freaking modified.
Yep.
So because the whole food that you think is a whole food is an apple that was genetically modified to not have seeds.
Yep. Yeah. Or taste a little sweeter or look a little redder.
So you're telling me that it's whole food.
Shell.
Yeah. Just wait until they can 3D print steaks with the good marbling.
But we growed it, right? Hey man, we didn't put any.
But it came from the ground.
Inside the
But it came from the ground.
We let the rain do the growing.
Watering.
But homie, the fucking seed was genetically modified.
Doesn't matter because the seed.
You grow it.
Exactly, because the seed says it doesn't need this, it doesn't need this, and it doesn't need this in order to grow. It will just grow in whatever conditions it wants, because it's a seed that was genetically modified.
There's no need to keep giving kids vaccines if these vaccines that we're given can travel through our kid. There's no need to keep putting stuff in our food if the vaccines we are given can genetically modify our sperm.
You want to know something even? Have you heard of the mosquitoes giving us vaccines?
Yeah, well, the mosquitoes also gave us AIDS.
Apparently, you can genetically modify mosquitoes to give people RNA vaccines. Unwillingly.
What? Because they
hold on. This is the whole thing with the Lone Star tick. It makes you allergic to meat. They took B. Willis, B. Gillies, says, let me take that and let me multiply. Let me genetically modify that. Bro, I'm about to look this up. Apparently, a whole bunch of people...
What, the genetically modified
people
is it a what do you say?
By the Lone Star tick because it makes you allergic to meat. You can't eat it no more. As of 2026, the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention estimates that 450,000 people in the U.S. may have been affected by an alpha jail syndrome, a red meat allergy, primarily triggered by the bite of a Lone Star tick. While 100,000 suspected cases were identified between 2010 and 2022, the true number is likely much higher due to underdiagnosis and lack of awareness.
Because bro, I didn't even think about that. Like, bro.
During COVID.
Yeah.
This was happening during COVID too. Lone Star tick. You know how big it is? Itty bitty.
They are trying to make us skinny again. Hold up. They are trying to make us skinny again. Go listen to our last podcast and the shit that we talked about them putting GLP-1s in our shit. If you don't,
Bro,
if you start making
they make you vegetarian.
Yeah, make you vegetarian, make you want to consume less. Just make it harder for you to eat. Or
actually,
let's say you
matter of
want
fact,
to eat meat.
having a vegan diet
You eat the
makes
meat,
you
but you
lack.
just throw it up.
You're actually
just makes
just
you throw
hold
up.
on.
Lactose
I
intolerant.
want to know what it
Milk,
does.
You just
Symptoms,
shit it right
the
out. It
allergies.
doesn't.
Yeah, that's the thing. Allergies causes reaction to meat, pork, beef, lamb,
Yep.
and dairy, with some including hives, stomach pain, dizziness, and sometimes severe anaphylaxis. What?
Yeah, it's
From a
make you
tick?
throw the
You're
hell
telling
up.
me a tick bites me, and now I can't ingest any kind of meat?
Oh, but wait. Sometimes they're not as severe, Justin. If it doesn't attack your nervous system and your system as badly as the person next to you, then you could still eat meat. You're just going to get sick every time.
Yeah.
And you're only just
So like
going to
milk,
throw up a
like
little
lactose intolerant. So you know you're going to fuck your stomach up, but it's good. I love
But it's good, and you're constantly told that milk is good for you, just like you're told that meat has high protein. Well, if all you're doing is shitting it out, throwing it up, then you're never getting those nutrients.
Getting substance. So exactly,
just
and
being lied
having
to.
a vegetarian diet is, I think as a vegetarian, you can get all the things you want out of meat because you can get your proteins easily, like nuts and all that.
Yep.
Most people don't, though. Well, at least I don't. I'm not a vegetarian. I couldn't.
Right.
I just don't think eating. Like at the same
But also,
time, plants
I'm
are
not
alive.
a strict eater. I'm not a strict
Exactly.
eater though either. So
I'm a processed food eater. That's all I can afford.
yeah, whatever's
If it's
in my
on the
face, I'll
frozen
eat it.
aisle, best believe I'm buying it because it's
Yeah.
all I can afford.
Yep.
I can't afford the going to the butcher shop and getting 5 pounds of meat because that's $70,
And it doesn't last.
and it's 4 meals.
I'll have it frozen for 3 months, and then I'll look at it and it's gray. Why the fuck is my meat gray? It's been sitting in the freezer.
Oh, you didn't know they
thought it
can
was-
dye your meat to make it look more authentic?
Gray? Raw meat?
Drake.
Drake? Stole my whole fucking flow!
They stole our whole mana. I think that's the thing, though. Make us hold on. To go back because I started talking about it, forgot. Testosterone levels have been declining by roughly 1% per year since the late 1980s, resulting in a significant population drop in men. Studies show a 40-year-old man today likely has 20 to 30% less testosterone than his father or grandfather did at the same age, or a 25% decline in young men between 1999 and 2016. This is not till even right now, to the 2026, which is probably even more.
Yeah, because
A substantial decline in testosterone has been observed, with an average levels dropping significantly over the past 50 years. So a study of men between 1987 and 2004 showed a 17% decline in testosterone for 65-year-olds. Another study found that nearly 25% decrease in testosterone in young men, ages 15 to 39. So if you
Just
don't think
stressing
the
us out.
microplastics are making our nuts smaller and our gooch shrink and our test going down, I would say look again.
Think again.
And if yeah. I mean, think about all the things you're eating, all the things you're intaking. That's if you're smoking, doing whatever. I mean, even the clothes you wear.
Overtaking, clothes you wear, overtake of caffeine, the overtake of water, the overtake of protein, the overtake of carbohydrates. I mean, the undertake, like, yeah.
Apparently, Subway's bread isn't even bread. They have to have it as cake because of how much sugar's in the bread.
No.
Bro, our bread's not even real anymore. It's just phosphated, it's bleached, and it's not real. They took all the substance out of bread in like the, I want to say like
Yeah, when it used to be
19-something.
100% like yeast or something.
Yes.
It used to be a lot of yeast,
Yes.
and now there's hardly any yeast.
It's completely fake now. They stripped
Yeah.
it of all of its nutrients, and it's just empty carbs.
Wow.
That's why when you go to Italy and everything else, you don't feel like shit when you eat because everything still has their nutrients. The U.S. is the only system to be like this. The only one that be off of the system. The entire world is on the same food system, even Canada, because they don't even have dyed Fruit Loops. Why aren't we?
Because everybody who comes in to be a president for only 4 years is just trying to maximize their profile. You're only a president for 4 years.
We need a king. We need whatever's running the UK to run us. I don't know. The fact that I can't even trust, like, I don't even know what the next people running for president is. But best believe, why the hell I'm scared to vote? Why am I scared to vote? Because why? Because I'm going to be the blame of our country going down no matter who I vote for?
Yep. Because I need leader, not a lawmaker. Stop making laws to work for you.
I need to see someone
Lead
actually
us.
doing what they say.
Set an example.
I mean, what, like, hey, we're abolishing the IRS. When?
Yeah, but
I
also
thought we were
tell
gonna do
me
something
why.
with the IRS.
But tell me why you're
Exactly.
abolishing it.
Why? Oh, because I don't think we should have been doing it after World War I to begin with. But most of the country's GDP is from the taxpayers and the companies.
We need tax. We need to pay taxes.
At this point,
But I need
it
to
never
know
used to
what
be
the
like
fuck
that.
it's going to.
Yeah.
I don't mind paying taxes.
Actually, I want to know what the CCP, because do they get taxed like that too?
Yes.
Because like the CCP
Canada
owns
gets taxed.
everything. Yes, I
Yeah.
understand everyone taxes, but CCP is different. They own your company. You don't have an individual in CCP. You can run a company over here in the US. You can run, like, if you want a gym, you can start up a gym. You start up a gym in the CCP, it's now theirs. That's how it works. And the way it works and why it works is because they're all united under one communist. Meaning,
because
hey,
if-
everybody, we need to start making weapons. All right, well, all those factories that are now car factories are now weapons factories. Like
The same
everything
thing
that
we
was a
did
factory.
during World War I and World War II.
Exactly. But I don't think we could do that anymore because what industries do we have left?
Well, you've also fucked up the people. We no longer trust the government to even do that. You
Like, at
tell
this
all
point,
your
I feel
fucking
like-
citizens blindly to be like, hey, man, I know you don't trust us right now, but we actually need, instead of 50% of your money, we need 85 or you're going to lose your freedom. I don't fucking trust you because I've already been giving you everything that I own and you've just been taking and taking and taking while you've been having these nice ass fucking parties. I'm watching you spend money on this shit here and this shit there, but you're constantly needing more out of me to play with the fucking missiles in Iran? To shut down a fucking the Strait of Hormuz? Get a fucking grip. It's America first. We're struggling.
It's the people. It's the people first. The people are the power. The reason that the politicians are in power is because of the people. We put them up there. Where is our power gone, man? Why can't we take them out? Why can't we take them back out of office? Why can't we get like, why do we have to vote someone in for a certain amount of time? Well, can't we just say, hey, that's about enough out of you?
Because they gave way too much fucking power to them. I don't know what happened.
Exactly, because they sucked the power out of the states, and now the states can't do nothing, which means the people are useless.
Yep.
It's federal now.
Yep. And when the next president comes in, Donald Trump has set the standard. You can fire everybody and get all of your best friends who are going to say
boys.
yes.
Get your boys.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Do you think we should just nuke Iran? Yes, man.
Yes.
You didn't even think about it. You just hopped on his dick and started. Thank you. Yeah, I deserve that.
As y'all can see how passionate we are about this news coverage that we are going through. But I think that's about enough. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have another rant by the end of this week. It'll probably be on Lost Talks. I really don't want to get political with the Lost Talks because I love to keep it groovy. We haven't done Lost Talks in a while. I like to just bullcrap and have a good time over there, especially with everything going on right now. I think we all need a break and have some comedic relief.
Yeah.
Like, really.
I think that'd be fun. That'd be fun. And honestly, there is something I thought about, and I need to talk to you But I need y'all to start commenting or jump in the Discord because I was thinking about doing a live show. I thought about just offering it up to anybody and everybody. Come share your opinion. We just do a drop-in live show. You ain't got to pay for it.
And literally, it's in the Discord.
Right.
Y'all can join the
Just
Discord.
join the
It's all free, y'all.
Discord. Have a discussion.
OTV, Open Time
might
Vibes,
record it.
Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just really
Really,
want to
guys.
see what the populace is. Like I know there's people at our age out there that think the same way or the complete opposite. So
Yeah,
that's the whole point of this.
that's
That's
what
the
I
whole point of this podcast is open time talk. Like I want
Yeah.
to know what you are seeing, why you see it that way. We can talk it out. If we can't meet middle grounds, then we can't meet middle grounds. I bless you. Thank you for your time.
Right.
I mean, why
We
hate
can
them?
still be friends.
We can still be friends.
Because there's some stuff we
I have friends that are not the same religion as me,
Oh, no. They're not,
but they're still
they
good
don't
people.
think the same as me. They don't have the same mindset as
Yeah.
me. They don't have the same drive. They don't do a lot of stuff as me. But guess what? Motherfucking can crank a sweet 180 no scope. That's all I need. I'm simple. 180 no scope. He's a cool dude. He may have put a knife
get
through his
that.
mama's neck. Yeah, that's a
that's
little
gonna
inside
do it for
one. That's
going to do it for open time talk.
that's an inside one. Well, guys, we do love you, and we do
Yes,
hope y'all
we
have
do.
a blessed one. Remember
Stay
to always
safe.
have
Please
an open
be
time
aware.
talking.
And do your
Yeah.
own research. Do not believe
Yes.
the propaganda going on. AI is going to be out there. If you see a video you think is real, it's not real probably. And do your research and ask people. Because sometimes you won't see it. I don't even see it. I have to ask Zach, is this AI? Yes. Okay. And I thought it was, I believed it for a minute.
Oh.
But we love y'all. We pray.
do.
Open your daily bread, man. Come on. I mean,
Yeah, just open up a Bible.
even if
and
it's a
read one
verse a day. Even if it's a verse a day, that'll help y'all. It just brings so much peace, especially in the world that we are in now.
I'm gonna read half a verse. But I did that the other day. I started doing that. Read half a verse. Because you know what started doing, like I started thinking about throughout the day? What the rest of that verse said.
Exactly. That's how
What
I
did the
feel
rest
when
of
I
that
finish a
verse say?
paragraph. I'm like, I just finished this paragraph, but I got so many questions. I gotta know what's about to happen next.
Yep. I'm just a curious person.
It's
If y'all are so
literally.
curious about what Candace Owens is doing and Donald Trump, be curious about what God is trying to tell you. Man! And well, I gotta leave it
there's-
on that.
Like literally, we all seen that there's evil in this world. Hashtag Epstein files. So we know that there's good in this world too, and I'm on the side of God.
Amen. Amen. All right, well, I
We
ain't gonna
love
hold
y'all,
y'all too
man.
much longer. We love y'all. Have an open time talking. Share, like, comment, subscribe. We love y'all.
Peace.
Coming back in with a different flow on my bow, yeah. Y'all already know, huh? I can't chase no hoe, no. I ain't sucking toes, no. Can't be distracted by outside drama, I'm opposed. They think they can stop me cause they think that I am alone. Can't